Today, as we continue to shoot videos here at the mountain homes designed by architect Charl de Villiers, we thought, why not interview the architect about his conscious leadership? And our quote for this week that we're exploring that relates to this interview is from Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." Let's chat to Charl. So Charl, tell us about these mountain homes and the process that you went through in creating this incredible design.
And it was close to a 20-year process. Initially, there was no legal stand here. So we created a legal stand over a decade by combining a portion of City Council Street with a portion of private garden. That was a 10-year process. And then subsequently there was the design, the execution, the building process, and subsequent to that landscaping and interiors, and also remedying defects as is usual with any project. So that was another 10 years, so all in all about 20 years, and some of it quite challenging.
Wow, that's quite a process. I mean, what are all the struggles that you must have faced in that time? And maybe not all of them, but what are some of the struggles that you faced in that time?
This is a mountain, so it's extremely steep, so just technically very challenging site to work with. And then there is the human factor, where we had one or two appearances in court, which I won, and we settled out of court, and I had the occasional death threat. And then you discover City Council's bulk services on site, and you convince them to remedy at great cost to themselves. And there's more. Really the project should not have been successful, in all honesty. And somehow you just meet challenge after challenge, one by one. You know, there's a quote in the Gospels of St. Thomas. It says, "What you have within you and what you bring forth will save you, and what you don't bring forth will destroy you." And this was one of those projects. I had to find the depth in me, the means in me, to just face one more challenge one more time. And it's kind of walking in faith. You don't quite know if all of this is going to come off, and then one day you stand back and say, well, there it is, it's done, it's been done successfully. But it was hugely, hugely, hugely challenging.
Wow, so on that point, you've drawn this from an inner strength. There's been an inner resourcefulness, but it's not just the drive, it's also the creativity. Where does that come from?
It just is. I'm not sure where it comes from. It's just right there.
Right.
That urge to create is there. And whether it is all of these buildings, 7 stories, 6 stories, or whether it is the simplest cushion for a custom-made chair, custom designed and made chair, whether it's that cushion with its various layers and zippers and it's waterproof, and the creativity comes through in all those levels, but where it comes from I can't tell you. It's just right there.
So it seems to me that this entire project, and in fact your entire career, is built from your truest self, your essence, who you really are. Any comments on that?
I agree with that. I would like to add, it took me time to clarify to myself what that essence exactly is. There's so many voices out there, and to go within yourself and find that true voice. So I use 4 words to convey 2 concepts. soulful spaces and cherished clients. Because I feel soulful spaces, I put my heart and my soul into what I do. And the cherished clients, I have my clients back from day one until far past completion of project. That is the level of commitment that realizes works of this scope and complexity.
Wow. My term for that is conscious leadership.
Interesting, because in a sense it is leadership, because I'm the head of the professional team as the architect, but then I also lead the clients, and I allow everybody to lead me in turn whilst keeping an overall picture. But I know that individuals carry knowledge that I don't necessarily have, and that, by the way, includes the most unskilled labourer on the site, whom I respect. But my leadership is I draw the strings together. I weave the inputs together. And I really say this, let me find the words. That leadership is not, it's not status, it's not ego, it's not, it's deeply demanding, but it's what I'm called to do, because none of the other people have that specific skill in that sense. That's my skill set that comes into play there, utilizing everybody else's unique and specific skill sets. It's a team effort, but the leadership is there to bind it together and to deliver a built result.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. You will then get regular conscious leadership updates in your YouTube feed.